These two videos show resection of tumors from the motor cortex. The first one is an anterior tumor. You can see that it's invading the motor strip, which I outlined right about here. And what we're going to do is we're going to stimulate very carefully. Now the SLF is going to be here, and FAT is going to be just anterior to this. And what we're going to do is we're going to essentially, after we stimulate, find eloquent areas, then we're going to basically subpelially resect down into the depth. After we do this, we're going to scoop out the tumor like that, with the SLF on the deep margin. Now, we're going to go to a coronal image, and just to kind of give you some reference points, the SLF is approximately here, and as we're coming down, we want to make sure that you don't go too deep and cut across the SLF. So we're going to, basically our cut's going to be like that in the coronal plane. And so we're essentially going to march down and stimulate multiple times. Now, again, motor cortex, sensory cortex, tumors here. And we're going to basically take, the tumor should be in the motor cortex a little bit, as well as the premotor areas, and we're going to work with the SLF on its deep and lateral borders. Now, posterior tumor is going to be sort of in this general area, and to kind of give a reference point for the previous one, it should be going in the sensory and motor cortex. And posterior, there's motor, sensory. The tumor is going to be here, but also extending into the motor cortex. And again, we're going to stimulate along the front boundaries, and then the lateral boundaries being the SLF. The SLF here will not be as much in the deep boundary, but it is the deep boundary, at which point we're going to essentially scoop this out from the backside. The